Another day, another story about people leaving California. But what might shock you is the number of people going to different states. Last year, 500,000 people went somewhere else.
A bill from Assemblyman Kevin McCarthy looked to ban tackle football for kids under 12, citing safety concerns.
But opponents pushed back, accusing the government of going too far.
McCarthy hoped the bill would shift kids to safer alternatives like flag football.
We do need to look at this sport, continue to evaluate the safety measures, but an outright ban is, to me, not the answer.
Wednesday, opponents of the bill rallied in Sacramento, saying the ban would also be government overreach.
And I firmly believe the state does not know best, parents do.
Chewy Orr and Damon Gardner are the coaches of youth tackle football team, the Oakland Dynamites. They tell me for teams like theirs, football is more than just a sport. It's a way to teach kids about things like friendship, leadership, and camaraderie. They also say sports besides football also carry the risk of injuries.
You can jump in basketball, you can fall down, hit your head, got concussion. Look at the pitcher. You playing baseball, they throwing 90 miles per hour at you.
And as for flag football, coaches Chewy and Damon say they don't think it's a suitable alternative.
Flag football just doesn't carry enough kids. We have 30 kids. Flag football typically don't maybe have about 15.
If kids want to play tackle, wait till they get, to puberty when their bodies are more developed.
But youth football coaches are asking for more time, especially after AB1's passage in 2019 regulated contact football.
What have we done, or what has the new legislation, have they analyzed the results of that legislation to propose this new legislation?
They say the methods of coaching have changed.
We have different programs designed to teach tackling. We are going to a more rugby style tackling. So it's not so much contact to the head or upper body, it's more contact to the lower body.
And that, if anything, regulating coaching could be a potential solution.
It should be harder to become a youth football coach. Like, these coaches are coaching our 12-year-olds, our 10-year-olds, our 11-year-olds.
While they worry that players won't know the right fundamentals and leave themselves prone to worse injury when the game actually starts in high school.
Flag football and tackle football are just different sports. It doesn't prepare kids in any sort of way for live tackle football. I think those are completely different things.
McCarthy says that while flag football may be different, he feels the risks may not be worth the reward.
Governor Gavin Newsom saying should the bill arrive at his desk, he is prepared to veto it. In reaction, McCarthy announced Wednesday that he would no longer take up AB 734, saying, quote, "I do look forward to the governor's invitation to work on ways to better protect our youngest athletes and keep them safe from repetitive head hits, which can cause CTE."
12-year-old can't play football, but they can get a sex change in California. Pee-wee football's too dangerous, but you can cut off your pee-pee. I feel like getting tackled hurts a little less than getting castrated. California is such a great place for kids, isn't it? You step over needles and dodge bullets on the way to school, but don't play football. You might get hurt. Well, it looks like after watching Friday's show, Governor Gavin Newsom wised up and sacked the ban before it even hit his desk. Late last night, Newsom's team emailed us directly, saying that they saw our show and wanted to make sure we saw his statement. Quote, "I will not sign legislation that bans youth tackle football. I am deeply concerned about the health and safety of our young athletes, but an outright ban is not the answer." Good job, Gav. Now, if only all Democrat politicians watched prime time, we could get it together. And to all the California peewees out there, you're welcome.